Hello, my lovely pile ones. If you chose the Crystal Quartz Seer Stone, this is going to be your reading, and what we are going to be doing is tapping into the energetic connection between you and your new love partner, okay, your new love interest. So of course this is just the energetic connection. This can be somebody that you've just started dating, maybe somebody that you are interested, like you've got a flirtation with. It could be something along those lines, but it's indicative of a new connection. Okay, this could also be maybe like a reconnection with someone, but you get the gist. Okay, it's all about new love, new relationships, new connection. All right, so we've got coming out for you, pile one, we've got the Fox along with Deep Freeze in reverse. Okay, so the energy of this connection, you guys, I'm just gonna be honest, doesn't feel too promising. And something's telling me that you may have seen some red flags up to this point where this person is concerned. The Fox in this deck is indicative of somebody that can tend to be a liar, a manipulator, someone that can't really be trusted. Okay, something along those lines. And then we've got the Deep Freeze in reverse, and that's saying that there's nothing you can do right now. Hold on. So, okay, what the actual book says, it says nothing you can do right now will amount to anything substantial, no matter how much you try, push, manipulate, or cajole. Life wants you to take a break. You need to do this now, lest you become exhausted and be forced to rest. What you need will be there for you when you emerge in the springtime. For now, winter has its own ideas for you. Wait for signs of spring. Okay, so what this is saying basically is this person may be making you feel like you have to act a certain way, look a certain way, perform a certain way. Honestly, pile one, this is giving me very, very heavy narcissistic vibes, or heavy narcissistic tendencies. I don't like throwing around the word narcissist, but that has that feeling, okay? That feeling of someone who's just overly critical, has, very much do as I say and not as I do, never fully satisfied, always wanting what the next person has, and what the message that is being brought to you. And so this is coming from your new love's higher self, so the one that is beyond all of the fuckery, basically. Okay, and they're letting you know that if this person is really causing you to question your self-worth in any way, shape, or form, not to let it get to you to that point. Okay, because this person's issue, your new love's issue, is not with yourself, it's with themselves. Okay, they are very unhappy with themselves on a very deep soul spiritual level. They may not even be conscious of it. It may be right beneath the surface, but they tend to project their own insecurities off to people outside of themselves. Okay, so if this person is making you feel like you have to perform, you have to show up, you got to show out, you have to entertain them, you have to hold their attention, if they're making you feel like you're the lucky one for being with them, the overall message here is that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You should never be made to feel like you have to earn, to some degree, like you have to earn your worthiness of them. Does that make sense? It's hard to explain. Like, you're worthy whether anyone thinks you're worthy or not. Okay, you should never be made to feel like your worth is based on what somebody else thinks your worth is. Okay, We're going to get deeper into this message to kind of find out, what is going on with this connection. Like I said, though, it doesn't feel very healthy. It actually it's feeling quite toxic. First, what I want to do, though, is I want to see the energy that is making up this connection. All right, pile one. The energy that is supporting or influencing this connection. We'll get to the tarot here in a second. What energy is influencing or supporting this connection for pile one and pile one's new love interest, new love? What energy is making up this connection or influencing this connection? Peace. Okay. And really that's kind of the overall feeling of this is I'm seeing some really, really troubled waters with this person. Like a deep undercurrent, a very troubled water. And your connection with them seems very turbulent, or I should say the energy of this connection, and it's not necessarily coming from you. This person's energy feels very chaotic, very turbulent. I'm hearing it's very scattered. This person does not know what they want. They are not clear at all on what they want in life in general. Because they don't know, and what I mean by like they don't know what they want, I'm talking on like a very deep soul level spiritual scale. They don't know what is going to make them happy. I'm hearing they're on the verge of some kind of a breakthrough, like a spiritual breakthrough, but what is going to precipice that, you guys, is a dark night of the soul, which is not very pretty. Okay, dark night of the souls are very depressing. They are exactly what they sound like. Okay, and so a sense of peace is going to be able to come. I don't know necessarily if this means that a sense of peace is going to come in this connection. We'll have to delve deeper into the tarot and the other cards to kind of get a feeling for that. But I am hearing like no matter what is going on in your guys' connection, you are, pile one, you are being supported by the energy of peace, okay? And this peace may be coming from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from the universe, but, and I was hearing as I was shuffling that you are protected. Your energy is protected. And something else that's coming through is a quote that I just heard. Well, I didn't just hear it, but I was reminded of it yesterday, that your energy is protected by your intention, pile one, okay? Your energy, your self-worth, your energy is protected by the power of your intention, okay? So whatever intention that you need to set in order to keep yourself from allowing this person's own demons to attach themselves onto you. And I don't mean like, demons outside of themselves. Basically, it's like this person's demons, they have, so their demon may be like a very low view of self. Now, I know where narcissists and people with heavy narcissistic tendencies are concerned, they think they have a very high self-confidence. They think they have a very high self-esteem. That's not what it is, okay? They actually have a very low sense of self-worth, and they just deal with it in a different way. So rather than delve deep into the actual feeling of feeling low, like you have a low self-worth, they go the other direction, and it's like they project this grandiosity, okay? But what I was saying earlier is not to allow this person's demons or I should say their low sense of self-worth attach itself onto you. Like, don't let their projections of their own self-worth, don't internalize that. Okay, don't internalize anything that they say to you. You know, if they, because I'm getting a sense like they like to knock people down a few pegs. Like if somebody is sharing with them a recent win or a recent achievement, it's like this person will seek to knock that person's like if that, you know, if this person that's sharing this achievement with them is feeling good about themselves, you know, feeling in a higher state of emotion, like, you know, they're feeling good about themselves, basically, this person just has a natural tendency to knock people down a few pegs, whether they realize they're doing it or not. And that's what this person does with you constantly, because I feel like you're somebody who naturally, for the most part, tends to feel, well, I think you have I think your view of life is very pure. I think your view of life is very good-natured. I think, pile one, that you're the type of person that just, I feel like you're empathic, and empathic people tend to gravitate towards people like this. Okay? So, like I said earlier, just make sure that you're not allowing, you know, this person's projections of their own perceptions of self, like, you know, don't internalize those, okay? Because it is not yours. Whatever they are called, however, whatever methods, whatever they're doing to knock you down a few pegs, just realize what's going on, okay? If they're telling you that you dress like trash, or you know, you act like whatever they're saying to you, you guys, don't let them do it, okay? Don't internalize it. Realize where it's coming from. Yeah. All right. Let's get more information on this connection for pile one, please. I feel you're going to be okay, pile one. I really do. Especially with this peace energy here. I'm feeling like this is more of just kind of like a heads up for you guys. Like, I feel like you may have seen some of these red flags. You may have seen how they've treated other people who they may think are beneath them for whatever reason. And this is just kind of like, you know, the heads up, kind of like, you know, this is what you need to watch out for. This is what usually tends to happen with this person type of a dynamic. Okay. All right. Let's get some more information. All right. We have the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. This may have been somebody that you've known for a while. Maybe the two of you have been, like, what I'm hearing is like childhood friends, or something about this person feels very familiar to you. If this isn't someone that you've known, like from your recent past, like from childhood, or someone you went to school with or anything like that, there may be, like, the two of you had a past life or two together. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Swords. I'm hearing not to ignore your intuitive hits about this connection, pile one, which I feel, you know, I feel you're very acutely aware If you're not psychic, you're very intuitive and or sensitive. For some of you watching this, this may be like a reconnection with an old flame. Rather, this is somebody that you dated or have been with in this lifetime and in the past in this lifetime, or it's a reconnection of like someone from your past, like a past life. Like, you know, the two of you had some kind of a union in a past life where the two of you were very close, actually, or felt like the two of you were very close. So there may be this sense with this person where a part of them feels very familiar. They feel that you feel like a sense of home with them. There may be even a very deep attraction. The chemistry may be very, very strong between the two of you, but there's a lot of distortion in the energy here in this connection. Like, I feel like from a heart-centered space, like the foundation is there, but there's a lot of ego getting in the way. A lot. All right? Like, I feel like underneath all of this narcissistic bullshit, believe it or not, I believe that there are the makings of a beautiful union. Like, I really do feel like, okay, so this person may not be outright narcissistic. They just may have like a really fucked up ego, you know, where they have a lot of narcissistic tendencies, but they're not a textbook narcissist. Okay, I do feel like, you know, they do feel empathy. They do have a sense of guilt, remorse. So they do have like those kinds of feelings, okay? It's just that their ego, they have such a huge ego. You know, it's hard to explain. They do experience emotions like that, like empathy, regret, things like that. But it usually takes a lot for them to feel that way, okay? Because their ego is like, to get past their ego takes a lot. I'm hearing that they want what they want when they want it. They want what they want when they want it. And they can get very, very upset when they don't get what they want. And when they don't get what they want, they can maybe have a tendency to be very, it's beyond blunt. With the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse, this person, well, yeah, because the Fox, the manipulator and the liar, they can, so if they say things to you when they are angry, they may tend to just downright lie about what they think and how they feel about you, just to punish you, okay, which is a really messed up thing to do. So what it feels like happens or can happen with this person, if you haven't, like, this is the energy, okay? You may not have had this experience with them up to this point. So this is, if you have not, this is kind of like warning, caution, proceed with caution kind of thing. When this person gets mad, if, you know, because their primary thing, like I said, they're very ego-based. And people who are very ego-based are very selfish. They're very self-centered. And like I said, they want what they want when they want it. And then when they don't get what they want, they almost have this sense of they feel like they're robbed of something. Like, how dare you disrespect me by not giving me what I want, kind of thing. And when they're in that mode, the energy here is that they can get very mean, to the point where they'll make stuff up just to hurt you, just to punish you. They'll make stuff up, downright lie. Okay, so just be very wary. That's why I think it's coming up in the very beginning. Like, don't, like, if this person is telling you things about yourself where it's making you question your self-worth, or, you know, things like that, like, take it with a grain of salt, because this person will literally lie They'll literally make stuff up just to hit you where it hurts, okay? Yeah, so like take it with a grain of salt. And if you're not experiencing that yet with this person, pile one, just know that that's underneath the mask, okay? If they're masked, like if you have only been with them, like say maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month or whatever, masks don't usually fall until you're about 3 to 6 months in. Sometimes it can be as early as 1 or 2, okay? But the average is 3 to 6 months. So the energy, like this is like giving you a heads up. This is what's underneath the mask, okay? All right, let's get a couple more cards from this deck, please. I'm hearing them say, I know I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I know it. I know. Okay. Well, it's nice to know that, you know, like I see, like they'll tell you this, like if they haven't already told you this, like this is their energy. Like they have no qualms about saying, yeah, I can be an asshole. Like, you know, they'll own up to that part, but it's not necessarily to a point where they're willing to change. And then here we got the King of Cups. So very emotionally manipulative. Like they are a master at manipulating emotion. That's why, so yeah, they know exactly what to say to you to hit you where it hurts, okay? They know exactly what to say. They know how to do it. And it's not just to you. This is how this person is, okay? They know how to emotionally manipulate people to A, either get what they want, or to B, knock someone down either a few pegs, or to even kick somebody when they're feeling down, or kick somebody to the point of feeling down, okay? This person is very, very emotionally manipulative. And with the Queen of Wands, this person could also be very sexually manipulative too. Like they may use sex as a weapon, or they may, you know, to the point where they may say like, well, if you don't do this for me, then I'll find somebody else who will. That kind of energy, okay? Ace of Swords in reverse, this person can, you know, definitely be into mind games. But it's funny because we've got the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups here, and so underneath all of the bullshit, it's like they can see like a sincere connection with you. But their ego is so strong and so in charge. I mean, their ego is going to fuck everything up. And then we got the 10, I'm cussing a lot in this reading, and I don't normally cuss. So this must be the energy I'm picking up on. I don't know, you guys. I don't normally cuss this much, but whatever. Okay. Well, we got 10 of Swords in reverse underneath the King of Cups in reverse. And so, let's clarify this 10 of Swords in reverse. No, that's too many cards. What's up with this 10 of Swords in reverse? Oh, okay, yeah. So they use their emotion. So they use other people's emotions against them. Like I said, they're very emotionally manipulating, right? And I just had something there. Why did it leave? Oh, the Three of Wands. Something is telling me though, like okay, remember I told you how they're getting very close to something happening that is actually going to humble them very quickly. Like they're on a precipice of a major awakening of some kind. I shouldn't say major because I don't see like, I don't see Judgment here or the World card here, but there is some kind of, you know, because there's different stages of awakenings, right? And so they're on the precipice of one that is going to cause them to feel you leaving. That's what it is. You withdrawing your energy is going to kind of like snowball them into seeing things differently in a way. A little more clearly, like they know what they're doing. They know what they do, right? For the most part, especially when they're railing on somebody just for the sole purpose of like cutting them down to size. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. Something's going to happen in your connection. I feel like you're going to be the one to initiate it, where you withdraw your energy. I'm hearing that you have a really good grasp on your self-worth, pile one. I really feel like you do. And so you're going to get to a point with this person, and I'm feeling like it might be very soon. Like, I feel like up to this point, you've seen some red flags. And if you stick around to the point where their mask falls down, and then you're starting to experience like the raw energy that this person has underneath that mask, like, you're not going to stick around for very long. And you, like, the way you choose to exit, because I feel like when you exit, it's not going to be a big, huge fanfare. It may not even be a huge argument. It may just be, you know, you might say a couple of sentences or something, and then you just end it because you're like, I can't deal, you know, this energy is too toxic. I don't want to deal with it another day. It's like, I care about you. You know, you may even love them, right? And at the same time, it's like, I love myself more. I deserve better. I love myself enough to know that I deserve to be with somebody that can match my energy. And that's going to knock this person on their ass. Like, ego-wise, it's going to completely knock them on their egoic ass, okay? And it's because, you know, you yourself are so clear about who you are, what you're capable of. You know what I mean? You know what you bring to the table. They're trying, you know, they try to throw people into this Ten of Swords energy. And the things that they say are going to kind of hurt you, you know, or hit you where it hurts, but you know enough about your self-worth where it doesn't really quite stick. And you get very clear very quickly about what you are willing to put up with in this connection. And I have a feeling it's not going to be very much. You're going to be like, nah. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get... Where are we at on time with this one? Okay, so let's get some information as far as what to expect out of this connection. What can we expect out of this connection? For pile one. We expect for pile one. See, now it's like they're not wanting to talk. All right, we had one go down. Let's see, where is it at? Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Yeah. See, this person, it feels like, I don't know. It's like they do put on a good mask. Like, I don't feel like there's somebody that's just completely like cold and closed off all of the time. If you do leave, or when you do leave, or when this connection dissolves for whatever reason, they are going to miss you. Very much so. And they also feel that they feel something like if this connection isn't something that, like, this is a reconnection or anything like that, then, like, you know, if this is a reunion of soulmates from a past life, I mean, they feel that connection with you too. That, you know, where it's undeniable and unexplainable. They feel that. And they are very much are going to miss that. And that's part of what's going to knock them on their butt, on their egoic butt. All right, let's get a couple more cards. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're going to leave this connection behind. I don't know if it's going to be for good, but it's like, yeah, the outcome of this connection is, I believe, is you getting fed up with it and just basically ending it. And then, you know, to them, you become nothing but a memory, and they're not going to like that at all. You know what I mean? We got the dragonfly. It says, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light. Okay, so yeah, their mask is definitely going to be falling if it hasn't fallen already. Like I said, I think you have gotten or saw red flags up to this point. But there may be something revealed to you later on down the line where you're just like, okay, that's it. That's no. Things coming to light and finding out something. Here we've got not today. You're not dealing. There's hurt, avoiding a conversation, call a person, boundaries, still angry. Then we also have abundance popping up. It says, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. And this is you knowing that you deserve better. This is you knowing that there is better out there for you. Even if better means, you know, a better version of this person after they've gone through whatever they need to go through to overcome that egoic programming and that egoic way of being. Okay, but you know you deserve better. And leaving this connection, at least initially, is going to put you on the path to that. Whether it's a new love or, you know, a new experience with a new version of this person here. Okay, let's get one more card. Let's get some advice for pile one. Oh, look. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is like, guard your heart, okay? Guard your heart. Look at this in a very logical, very reasonable, like, just look at it through the lens of logic and not through, so much through the heart. You know, the heart, well, not, I shouldn't say the heart, but, logic will let you know whether or not this connection is good for you or toxic, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. But it says, sort out problems by applying your agile mind. Your experience counts. You can think your way out of any problem. A quick decision may not be the best one. Pick up your pen to make a pros versus cons list. Remember to let your brain rule rather than your heart. And then here we got the Ace of Pentacles. It says, looking for a job or a promotion. And so in this sense, it's like if you're hoping for like maybe taking this connection to the next level, okay, type of thing. It says, here is the beginning of a monetary success and good health, happy family and friends. It's a good time to send out your resume or ask for the promotion. Job offers, more money, and volunteer opportunities abound. Plant the seeds for your money harvest. So this is also going to be talking about like withdrawal. If like this person's mask, like, you know, whatever's going on, like the overall energy here is to withdraw your energy from this person for now and apply it to other areas that give you, or that I should say that nourish your sense of self-worth. Okay, your friends, your family, maybe your job or your career, and like put your energy there for the time being. Okay. Especially if you're kind of unsure what to do with this connection at this point in time and you're not really quite ready yet, like the Queen of Swords says. So the Queen of Swords says a quick decision may not be the best one. So it's like, then take a step back, withdraw your energy, and just, you know, put your energy more in yourself, taking care of yourself, doing things that bring you joy, pouring your energy into things that nourish you and your sense of self-worth, okay? All right, pile one, that was your reading. If it resonated, do me a favor, smash the like button if you would. Definitely comment and let me know what you thought. Let me know what pile that you picked this pile. And share, subscribe if you feel led to do so. I will see you in your next reading, pile one. Thanks. Well, hello to my beautiful pile twos. If you chose the rose quartz seer stone. This is going to be your reading. And what we're doing today, pile 2, is we are looking into the energy of the connection between you and your new love, okay? I think that was all I needed to say. That was all, I guess, the introduction. So let's just get into the reading real quick. I will say, you guys, that this energy feels very Emperor in reverse, okay? We've got the Gentleman here coupled with the Whip, and so this really feels kind of like a distorted masculinity. Like this person, like I feel like this person has this is like the divine masculine or the masculine part of this connection, but this person feels so the Emperor card in the tarot usually denotes somebody who is traditional, you know, into traditional gender roles type of thing, you know, yeah, but with the Emperor in reverse, it's kind of like, it's very rigid. It has a rigid feeling to it. It's like, you know your place, woman type of thing, okay? Doesn't really give me good vibes, really, at all. And so that's the dynamic that I'm picking up from the energy of this connection. So with the Spark in reverse card, this is really talking about somebody, one counterpart in this connection just seems to be very lively, maybe very outspoken, likes to do things, well, not to say like, I feel like maybe both people like to do things their own certain way, but it feels like one person really is just kind of like strict, very maybe stuck on, you know, specific gender roles and who does what in a relationship and things of that nature. It feels very confining. I'll put it that way. It feels very confining. And, you know, let's say if you're the feminine and you know, you're obviously, if this person is the other counterpart, then I'm really picking up that you're very lively, but you do have your own, you think for yourself. You've got your own mind. You have your own set of opinions. You see things the way you see them, which is everybody's right. You know what I mean? And you may not necessarily fall into any kind of like traditional gender role. In fact, you're like, what's a traditional gender role? You know, do we live in the 1950s kind of thing? And you know, it's not so much of a partnership for them as it just is, well, this is, you know, this is how, and I'm just going to use, you know, men versus women, you know, and this is how it's always been with the masculine, and this is how it's always been with the feminine, and that's how it's going to be, regardless of who brings what to the plate, you know what I mean? And so, I don't know, you guys, the energy of this connection, it just doesn't feel, it feels like it's more favorable towards the masculine than it is the feminine. I really feel like if you're, you know, you're the feminine in this connection, I really feel like you're not going to be allowed, I shouldn't say allowed, but I feel like you're someone that shines, and I feel like your light's going to be dimmed in this connection if it's not already being dimmed, okay? It doesn't feel very nourishing. It doesn't feel, I don't know. We will dive more into the energy of this connection to see exactly what is going on and what you can expect, okay? Let's see. I want to get the energy, the overall energy that is influencing or supporting this connection first, though. Pile 2's person. Okay, pile 2's connection with their new love. What energy is supporting or influencing this connection? Okay, we got 2 popping out, you guys. Okay, so we got spirit guides and ancestors. Holy moly. Okay, man. Okay, so there's there's a little bit of parallel energy in this reading and in pile one's reading. I will say that you guys, you got your spirit guides coming through and you got your ancestors coming through, wanting to kind of help guide you in this connection for whatever reason. I don't know. At this point, you know, because I'm just getting into the reading, we'll see what the rest of the reading pops up. But at this point, it kind of feels like this may be a karmic connection meant to teach one or both of you something about yourselves. But your spirit guides and your ancestors are here to guide you to make sure that things don't go too far. Like, you know, maybe you can learn the lesson, you know, before maybe you can learn the lesson that needs to be learned before things get too bad. I don't know. You guys wait. Let's just get into the reading, okay? I don't know how to feel, though, that your spirit guides and your ancestors are the main influencers or supporting energy in this connection. I do feel like, you know, there's protection definitely on your side, okay? There's protection here. Now, if these are spirit guides and ancestors on both sides influencing this connection, then obviously it feels like there's some kind of karmic connection here for your ancestors and spirit guides to be coming through to influence the energy of this connection. All right, it has a very karmic feeling, a very divine purpose kind of a feeling to it. And it could be here too with maybe, yeah, let me just get into, because I've got all different kinds of possibilities wanting to pop up. So I'm just going to, we'll narrow down the energy to focus on exactly what the main, talking about the main energy of this connection. Give me more information on pile 2's new love connection. What's the energy of pile 2's new love connection? What's going on here with this energy, pile 2? What is going on here with this connection, pile 2? I'm being told, like your spirit guides and your ancestors are not going to allow for your light to be dimmed. I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're going to step in and interfere before things maybe get too bad. I really am picking up a karmic connection here, though. Karmic connections rarely, you know, I mean, they're not easy. They're not easy at all. Give me some more information on this, please. On this connection. We got the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here with the Hanged Man? Okay. So it's almost like you've been avoiding something. There's something that you've been avoiding in your soul path. And this connection is here to kind of help give you a new perspective on yourself, maybe a new perspective on what you're meant to do here, which a lot of the times karmic connections are meant for just that. I mean, karmic connections tend to be people who will mirror back to us like our deepest, darkest fears, insecurities, worries, doubts. You know, if we have any issues with self-worth or self-confidence, that's what the other person will trigger deep within us in order to be healed. Yeah. And we got there. What did I say? What did I say? I said the Emperor in reverse, you guys. What the hell? There it is. Whoop, there it is. We got the Emperor in reverse coming up. Yeah, this person, okay. And beyond maybe even, this could go beyond. Okay, so this this could go beyond one person challenging gender roles. This could be challenging everything that you have learned and perceived to be true about yourself and your capabilities and your self-worth up to this point. Like, this is, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's beyond somebody being stuck in a gender role. And this is more like challenging your own perception of the way things need to be and the way things should be as part of your own soul growth. I hear some walls are going to be, okay. Some walls are going to be knocked down. And this may already be happening. Like, you may already be experiencing something like this in this connection. We got the Hanged Man right next to the Four of Swords. There's a pause, like there's something going on with, maybe it's been that you've been down a path or you know what your path is. And there's some shadow work or something that you know you've been needing to do, or it's like there's a pause on the path though, because there's something deep within your mental and emotional makeup that needs to be cleared. Like, the channel within you needs to be cleared in order for you to be able to move forward. And unfortunately, a lot of the times, the only way for those things to be able to go from the subconscious realm into your conscious awareness is for them to be triggered. That shit hurts like hell, you guys. I'm just gonna say. I think that's why we got the spirit guide, your spirit guides and your ancestors all over this connection, because they know what's gonna be triggered. And with your ancestors here, we're talking about generational curses, clearing out karmic baggage that's been passed down from generation to generation. Whew, I'm hearing like you guys, oh wow. Not to say that they feel sorry for you, but they're like, it's a tall order to fill, because you know, this is kind of like what part of what you decided to do when you incarnated here. Like, that was part of the reason why you came here, was to be a healer. And being a healer means that you got to heal yourself first. And a lot of the times, to heal yourself, you have to heal the ancestral line that into which you were, you know, incarnated into. Oh, they're like, it's a tall order you're having to fill. And they're almost like apologetic about it. But look, you guys, oh my gosh, we got the Star coming out. So this is like the outcome, like what you can expect. And with the outcome, that the Star is healing. It's hope for a better future. But, you know, in this, like, you are going to heal. I'm very hesitant to say that this connection it's going to break down. I'm very surprised the Tower hasn't come out yet. It's going to be breaking down the foundations of everything, the foundations of your false identity, okay? Your false identity, meaning it's going to challenge who you think you are, what you think you're capable of on a subconscious level. Consciously, I feel like you're picking up on, or you're starting to really resonate with how powerful you are, how much of a healer you are, but there are things going on still in the subconscious level that still haven't been addressed. And that's what, like, this connection, that's why this connection is here. Ooh. So, I mean, this definitely is a divine connection. This has been in the making. You and this person were definitely meant to cross paths for this purpose. All right. Oh, that's maybe too many cards. Ooh, okay. Well, we got the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles coming together. Yeah, so the two of you are like, you and your person, you and your new love, are basically, okay, so you and your person and both of your guys' spirit guides and both of your guys' ancestors, this is kind of like your, pile two, you're a group project. because you have a purpose here, right? And in order for you to be able to fulfill your purpose is to clear out everything that is inside of you that is contrary to that purpose, that is in misalignment to that purpose. And what is in misalignment to that purpose is anything other than I am worthy, I am good enough, I am powerful, I can have, be, and do whatever I want. Okay, anything that is against or beliefs that are opposite of that is gonna be triggered to come up for healing. Okay, basically it's like shadow work. Shadow work. All right. Shadow work. Whew. All right, what is the outcome here? It says need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. Let's get some more cards out. Oh, we got self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, I just said that, self-appreciation. Like it's time. The time has come. The time is now, basically. And it's going to take some time. Look at that, the butterfly. Okay, so it says a relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So healing the inner child and growth, and I am seeing like this is what you're turning into after all this healing here with the star. This is what you're evolving into. It goes beyond the relationship with you, with your new love evolving. This is you evolving. You know, you still believe, and you may still be kind of in the caterpillar phase, not realizing that you have wings, that all you have to do is develop them. And unfortunately, the way that, you know, butterflies, the way they get their wings is they, you know, go into a cocoon for a while and they're tightly packed in there and they're, you know, filled with goo. And when it's time for them to finally bust out, there's going to be a little bit of a struggle there, right? But then when they outgrow their, I think it's called a chrysalis, when they outgrow their chrysalis and they finally bust through that barrier, I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, think about it, you know, you're a caterpillar. Think about being a caterpillar. You are limited to just, you know, very few, like your movement is very, it's not limited and such, but I mean, you're so small and you can only move, you know, various distances on the ground, you know what I mean? And then here you go into this transformative phase, and when you bust out, which does take time, it takes struggle, you're immersed in darkness, you don't really, you know what I mean, you're not really sure what's going on or what the next step is going to be, and then you bust out of this chrysalis and all of a sudden you got freaking wings, whereas you could maybe travel short distances because you were limited to being a caterpillar. Now you got wings. You can travel like large distances and see things from a whole new perspective. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful what a beautiful yeah, that was, oh my gosh, what a beautiful message. All right, let's get some messages directly from your person, your new love. What messages does Pile 2's new love have for them, please? Pretty please. What messages does Pile 2's new person have for them? Yeah, so for some of you, okay, so I mean, yeah, this relationship is going to be very trying. It's going to be very challenging. It's going to be triggering a lot within you if it hasn't already been triggering a lot within you. You might be at this reading like, what the F is going on? Well, you know, here's your answer. This is a karmic connection. So, I mean, you know, karmic connections often in the beginning are very intense. The connection is very intense. The chemistry can even be very intense. And sometimes these they can feel like twin flame or soulmate connections, but it's more like false twin flames, false soulmate connection. I differentiate karmic connections and soulmates. Like, to me, they're not the same. You got a karmic connection, what is meant to come in and help kind of like push your healing out of you. A soulmate is someone that's just, you know, they're there to compliment you, help you enjoy your life, you know, stuff like that. Here we got gossip. There's a lot of gossip that surrounds this relationship that is affecting not only their judgment, but their vision too. This person seems to care what other people think. And this person might also be somebody that doesn't like to stay quiet. You know, the Emperor in the upright is somebody who's very, what's that word? Very responsible, very respectful. And the person in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, would be somebody more along the lines that's just kind of like the exact opposite of that, like not respectful at all, like doesn't, you know, like if they're not liking something about how a job's being done, they'll just kind of go run their mouth off to everybody. Could possibly be somebody who wants to control the narrative, you know, like say if the two of you are breaking up, or if you're going through some difficult times, if you guys have mutual friends or family, this person can be going behind your back, trying to make you look like the bad guy, you know what I mean? If, you know, on top of that, even if you guys are just kind of in a functioning relationship, it's, you know, if the two of you are having issues and difficulties, everyone's going to know about it. You know, because of them, not because of you. You know, they're not going to have any qualms letting people know what they are unhappy about. I mean, it's just a very toxic. That feels very toxic. It does. It feels very toxic, very immature, definitely. I wouldn't say. I mean, they might have some narcissistic tendencies, but the energy here doesn't feel as narcissistic as, like, say, pile one. Pile one. Yeah, pile one and pile two so far, the two, you know, these two piles, the energy of these two connections are very challenging. So you're not alone, pile two. Let's get a couple more messages from pile two's. That's too many. A couple more messages from pile two's person. A losing battle. You are fighting a losing battle against your opposition. Don't downgrade yourself. Play at your level, not theirs. This person can be very petty. Not like they don't play fair. That's it. Like the Emperor is somebody who's fair. They're very just. They handle things as a leader would, and not as, like, say, a dictator would. And this person is more along the lines of the their energy is Emperor reverse, right? So what this is telling me, because when it comes to twin flames and soulmates, okay, the divine feminine would be like the Empress in the upright, and then the divine masculine would be the Emperor in the upright. So when you have a false twin, or you have a false soulmate or a karmic connection, the other person is going to be showing up as the reverse. In this case, I mean, this person, you may think, or you may have like the connection with this person may be so intense, or the recognition. There is a soul recognition here, you guys. There is a soul recognition. There may even be past lives at play. But it's very important to understand that this isn't, I'm just going to say it, this is not a twin flame connection, okay? If anything, it's a false twin flame connection. This isn't a soulmate connection. It's a karmic connection, okay? Here we got breaking free. They are freeing themselves from their self-imposed prison and leaving behind all that kept them away from you. This is more along the lines for you, though, like, you know, this connection is meant to help you break free from your own self-imposed prison. It's meant to trigger everything inside of you that is false about yourself. Okay, it's bringing up all of the deconstructive, all of the toxic, self-sabotaging thoughts and feelings and beliefs that you might have towards yourself, so that you can heal them, clear them out of the way, so that you can move forward on in your path. Okay, and then here we also have grieving. And that may be because, you know, at the very beginning of this relationship, I mean, and karmic connections often will start off that way. False twin flames, karmic connections, they feel so familiar, right? The intensity and the attraction is there. It really is. And so, you know, there is a sense of grieving when having to face the reality that this person isn't the one that you thought they were. Okay, but the good news is, you guys, is the reason why, you know, if you are attracting in a false twin flame, it is because your actual twin flame exists. Okay, a lot of the times before we can come into union with our twin flame, there are things inside of us that need to be reconciled, need to be healed, things of that nature before we can come into union with our twin flame. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let's get one last message. My son is vacuuming in the background, so I'm sure you can hear that. Let's get a parting advice for pile 2 in relation to their connection with their new love. All right, we are going to go with that one because it jumped out. Ooh, we got the Knight of Pentacles. So we definitely got somebody coming in. So this may be your actual twin. This could be a soulmate connection. But the fact that we have them here with as a Knight of Pentacles, this could be one that's kind of slow in coming in. And it could be because whatever rate it's going to take you to, you know, do the healing, to heal the inner child, you know, to complete the transformative process of going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Okay, but it says here, examine your finances. If you have monetary concerns, this card suggests the best solution is a slow and steady approach. Check your bank balance. It is time to get serious about budgets. Any job or business venture you start off right now will flourish. And so this could be pointing towards what you can do to kind of keep your own cup full. When we are in karmic connections, they drain us. They can drain us very much. And so this is kind of maybe giving you a heads up on how you can continue to replenish your own cup during this time. Also, this is alluding to someone coming in who may be more like Earth energy. So Earth will be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Offering you maybe like a love offer via like a gift or something like that. All right, someone who likes to give gifts as, you know, showing their love. Okay, so I am catching vibes for you guys that once you're able to clear the space, you know, energetically, emotionally, mentally, that this person will be able to manifest in. Okay, the energy feels kind of slow. It doesn't feel like it's going to be here like tomorrow. Because again, with the clock energy here, you know, this healing is going to take some time, but you have your spirit guides and your ancestors here to guide you every step of the way. All right, and they're also they want you to know that they're here for you. Okay, if you need guidance, if you need comfort, if you need, what's that word? Counsel. Okay, if you need guidance, they are there. You know, they can speak to you through your intuition. They can send you signs and synchronicities, you know, messages through other people, stuff like that. Okay, but you're not alone, you guys. You're not alone. All right, pile 2, those were your messages. If they resonated, please do me a favor and smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe if you feel led to do so. Definitely, you guys let me know what you thought. Okay, this was kind of a difficult reading. You know, a lot of the times if you guys share your thoughts and your feelings and stuff, you know, you'll be able to open your energy up for other people to come in and encourage you, support you, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, I'll see you guys at your next reading. Thanks, you guys. Bye. Hello to my beautiful pile 3s. If you chose the Smoky Quartz Seer Stone, this is going to be your reading. And what we are doing today is checking into the connection, the energetic connection that is making up, your connection, the energetic connection that is making up your relationship with oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Anyway, yes, let's just get right into it, you guys. Oh my gosh, my Sagittarius Mercury is really popping off today. I'm not really quite sure what the dealio is, okay? All right, so look, you guys, we have, okay, first of all, pile 1 and pile 2 was very challenging. Those were challenging messages. I don't like delivering those kinds of readings, so I'm very happy that this reading, at least at this point, looks very, very promising. Because we got the ring, which is symbolic of a commitment, symbolic of marriage, somebody that is wanting something long-term, okay, like this connection, that's the energy that this connection is carrying. With the field of dreams, it's like this connection has the potential to be the one, okay? And I also feel like that's what they're feeling about you, because this is the, the energetic makeup of the connection the two of you guys have together. Okay, so they definitely, depending on where you guys are at in the development of this connection, the energy that's being picked up right now is that they see you as possibly being the one, if not already seeing you as the one. Okay, they're definitely seeing the potential for this relationship going all the way, okay? Kids, marriage, moving in together, whatever the extent is of what you want, they see that with you, okay? So some good news finally. Finally some good news. Because like I said, pile 2 and pile 1 was something else. Let's check out what energy is supporting and or influencing this connection. Pile 3's new love. What energy is supporting and or influencing this connection the most? What's the dominant energy that is influencing and or supporting this connection the most? Ooh, courage. That's interesting. So, somehow this connection is going to push one or both of you outside of your comfort zone. What I'm picking up on is, so it's okay, so the example that I'm being given, pile 3, is like one of you may be like a really dynamic, outgoing, very extroverted, in social settings. Like, one of you is the one that knows no stranger. Everyone, you make friends very easily. You have no problems going into places where you don't know anyone and making quick friends with that kind of person. And the other person is a little bit more shy, more reserved, not as outgoing. And so there's kind of like that opposites attract energy that's here, where both of you in some way are going to kind of activate recessive traits in the other person. Like, the person over here who may be very outgoing, and then we have the other person that's more reserved or more shy, is going to help the person that's more reserved and more shy come out of their shell, right? And so then, the person that's more reserved and shy, they may have character traits that, the other person doesn't have, that this person is going to be able to develop those character traits by being with this other person. You see what I'm saying? And so somehow, some way, definitely I am picking up opposites attract, though. Like polar opposites, but in a good way. In a good way, like polar opposites that complement each other, that help each other grow. Somebody may be more anchored in like the material 3D realm, and the other person is more anchored in, spiritual realms, and the two are able to kind of balance each other out. Whereas one person may have spent all of their time kind of tending to their spiritual self, their soul and stuff like that, and not really caring too much about materialistic pursuits. You know, being in this connection is going to help that person really appreciate the finer things in life a little bit more, while the other person may have just focused on all of their time on, you know, financial pursuits, you know, building a business, going that route, and not really tending to their soul or their spirit. And then, so, you know, that's how the two of you are going to be able to cultivate the fullness in each other. You see, a very beautiful dynamic here, because you have, I don't want to say, you know, because we are whole in and of ourselves, but we have strength and weaknesses, right? Or not even strength and weaknesses. We just have, you know, like I would be the person in this relationship where I would be the one who is more, I spent most of my time cultivating my spiritual, you know, self, my soulful self, not really caring too much about the finer things in life. You know, I'm just now starting to really appreciate those things where I'm like, okay, I don't need to focus all of my time on healing, on, you know, ascending, you know what I mean? It's like I'm in a good space now. I can stop and really allow myself to enjoy the finer things in life. It's like, you know, and I had somebody in my life that really kind of helped me to do that, to focus on paying more attention to material, financial pursuits, and knowing that that's okay. I don't have to really tend too much to the spiritual thing because I've got that part down now. It's like I'm really good at healing. I'm really good at manifesting. Now I can start using those powers to greater influence and develop my physical 3D life. You know what I mean? Let's get some more information about this connection. Whew. The energy of this connection feels so much more better than the ones in pile 1 and pile 2. If you're cross watching pile 1, pile 2, I'm sorry. It just, you know, it is what it is. Your energies were so harsh. We got the 8 of Swords in reverse. A return to something. What are we returning to? What are we returning to? My gosh. Can you clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse, please? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I was just talking about that. All right. So this person is in your life. I feel, pile 3, that what I was just talking about, you know, so the 8 of Cups talks about someone who is leaving what they know to go off in search of something better. And actually in the traditional tarot, it's like they're going up into the mountain, and spiritually speaking, going up into the mountain is going up to be alone with your higher self, with yourself, with your, what do they call that? When you know, anyway, I don't know when my mind is going blank. It's just all of a sudden, it's like, nope, just, okay. But anyway, so going, you know, like maybe you spent some time away from materialistic pursuits. You spent some time away from the mundane, and you spent more time in esoteric and the metaphysical, really getting to know yourself on a spiritual level, getting in touch with your higher self, your spirit guides, and you know what I mean? Learning how to really master yourself spiritually, emotionally, stuff like that. Not really paying too much attention to materialistic things. Like, yeah, you know, of course you care about getting your bills paid and stuff like that, but you weren't headlong in any pursuit for riches. Like, yes, you know, being wealthy is nice, being abundant is nice, and that is something that you aspire to, but you have been more focused on the upkeep, the healing, the maintenance of your spiritual self. And so this is kind of like coming back from that pursuit, and now paying more attention to cultivating a Ten of Pentacles life. Ten of Pentacles is like, that's it. You know, you're in the lap of luxury, you're leaving a legacy. You know, everybody has more than enough to meet all of their needs and then some, right? And so it's like you're leaving, you're coming back. You know, you've been up in the mountain for some time, spending some time with yourself, maybe even isolated, and now, you know, it's like you're returning back to the you're returning back to the 3D realm. You know, welcome back to the world, pile 3. Welcome back to the world. And that's like kind of like where this person's coming in. It's like, okay, you've been gone for a while. Let me get you reacquainted with the world. Right? You know, this is what is, you know, this is how, not how you should dress yourself. It's not like they're going to expect you to look or act a certain way, but they are going to make sure that you dress according to, you know, your self-worth and your power. It's like, you know, you're a beautiful person inside and out. You know, let's have your outside matching your inside. That kind of experience. You know what I mean? It's not anything that's coming out of a place of conceit. It's not coming from a place of materialism. They're not materialistic. It's not like that. It's more like, you know, you're gorgeous. You are a beautiful soul. You deserve to, you know, wear nice things. You deserve to live in a nice house. You deserve to have a booming business. You deserve those things. Not, you know, not out of any kind of selfishness or greediness or anything like that, you know, but they are, it's like, okay, let me get you acquainted to, you know, the world of, you know, material things. Not materialistic, but just material things. You know, let's go check out the finer things in life. You've been, you know, checking out the finer things in, you know, spirituality. Let's spend some time, you know, checking out some fine dining places, you know, some expensive drinks, like those kinds of things, okay? We've got, ooh, justice. So things are going to be very balanced between the two of you, even though, oh, okay, so like yin and yang, a perfect balance of each. Okay, so where they lack in something, you're strong in that area, and where you lack in something, they're strong in that area, and the two of you really are kind of like a perfect union of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Oh, here we got the Four of Wands. Okay, more marriage energy, definitely soulmate energy. Yeah, this is going to be a very happy, very passionate, very balanced, very prosperous and abundant connection, okay? And I'm even looking at this person and it's like, are they in Hawaii? Are they somewhere tropical? Like, are you going to be traveling and going to all these really cool places? It's like, you know, I feel like in your mind and in your heart, pile 3, you've been all over the place. You know, you probably even have visited, you know, multi-dimensions or other dimensions or the astral realms and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool, you've been able to do that, but how about we explore, how about we explore Earth? You know, let's go check out some places here on Earth. Like as gorgeous and as wonderful as some of these other dimensions in the astral realms can be, it's like, why don't we, you know, check out the planet that we decided to incarnate on? You know, that's why we came here, was to experience life in this physical body. So let's go do that. Let's go experience life and live this life in our physical bodies. And you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. A lot of fun. You're going to be feeling joyous. You're going to be feeling in a party mood most of the time. Yes, this is a beautiful reading. All right, let's get a couple more cards from this deck, please. The Emperor. Okay, so this person is your divine, they're your divine counterpart, okay? So if you're the divine feminine, that would mean that you are kind of like the Empress energy, okay? If they're the Emperor, they're the divine masculine, okay? So the two of you, yes, I mean, divine counterparts, this could be, twin flame energy, soulmate energy, that kind of thing. Okay, and then we got the Queen of Cups. So the only thing I think that's going to be kind of difficult is that this person might have is, and this is where you guys kind of balance each other out, right? So they may not be as in touch with their emotions, like with their heart space as you are, and that's where you come in. See, even though they have the ability to experience the physical world, maybe in a way that you haven't been able to, you are bringing something to the table that they're going to be able to experience this physical realm in a way they haven't been able to. You know, money has gotten them the, okay, so first off, I feel like this person's very well off financially. Okay. Definitely having more than enough money to do what they want. You know, not quite sure. For some of you, they'll be wealthy, okay? Millionaires, multi-millionaires. For some of you, it's just that, you know, they're really smart with their money. They're really responsible. They're good with their investments, and they don't lack. They don't want for anything. Like if they want to go on a vacation, they're going to be able to go on a vacation. If they want to buy, you know, a designer outfit, they'll be able to do that without any worry. You know, they're really good and responsible with their money. They don't, you know, get themselves into unnecessary debt, things of that nature. But what they haven't been able to do is enjoy the fruits of their labor through basically through the senses of their body. It's been more through their mind. And so you are going to come in and basically put them back in touch with their feminine side, which is their body, so that they experience things more through sense, through touch, through sound, through taste, you know what I mean? And then also through the heart space. Like you're really going to help to connect them back to their emotions. They're going to feel things that they haven't felt for a very long time. Okay, and this is actually something that really happens with a lot of divine masculines. You know, they're very intelligent, very intellectually stimulating, and they can be very intellectually stimulated through the mind. But when someone connects to their heart or helps them to connect back to their own heart so they can actually feel the fullness of emotion, all of a sudden it's like things are in color. It's like, yeah, they got to go to Barbados, but they've never seen Barbados in color, that kind of thing. And so it's like, even though you may not have the monetary ability, the financial ability to do what they do, they don't have the ability to experience things the way that you do. It's like, yeah, they have the money, but you've got the color. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, they've got the TV, but you got the color. You know what I mean? And so, and they're going to love that. You know, it's like they'll take you on a trip to somewhere maybe where they've been before. But when they go with you, they'll feel like it's like I've never even been here. You know, it's like you add something into the mix that they never even knew they were missing. And they're going to love you, adore you for that. All right, let's see what some outcomes are here for pile 3. Let's get some outcomes. Ooh, lots of pictures. Okay, so the two of you are going to be making a lot of memories together. So you guys are going to live a very exciting, eventful life together. All right, lots of pictures being taken. Oh, look, we have abundance. Ah, man, I envy your life, pile 3. I love it. I love it. Oh, look, soulmates. What? Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. And then for whatever reason, the runner popped up behind that, and it says runner in the codependent relationship. This is kind of like a couple of things. Like this may have been this is what you fear. You fear being with someone who may make you feel all the feels and then like dart. This may have been your experience in the past. This person is obviously not like that. Okay, they're not going to run they're not going to run from you. Okay, this is your soulmate. This is your twin flame, your divine counterpart, however you want to see it. Okay, They are the emperor to your empress, or if you are the divine masculine, they will be the empress to your emperor. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm so happy. Such a beautiful energy. All right, let's get some direct messages from them to you, please. Direct messages from pile 3's new love to pile 3. What messages do you have for pile 3, new lover? What messages do you have for pile 3? I want 3 cards, please. The unknown. Okay, the unknown scares them. They see the abundance you bring into their life, but they fear being wrong. Actually, you know, with the energy of the runner coming up with the unknown, I'm wondering if you may not feel intimidated in some way by this person. Like there may be a very deep part of you that believes that you don't deserve someone who's going to have this kind of spending ability, money making ability, you know what I mean? And you're really being guided to kind of look at that, because you do absolutely, this is your divine counterpart. How could you not deserve them? They are the other half of you, basically, the other half of your soul. And that could be another thing about just being scared about getting into another relationship with someone that you know that you could love very deeply and being abandoned. You don't really truly know how someone is going to act or treat you. It's just the only thing that can keep you anchored is your own sense of self-worth, knowing, you know, from a shadow of a doubt that you can have, be, and do anything you want, including someone who is rich, someone who's very well-to-do, somebody who's very attractive. You know, if they're going to be someone that is seen as the, you know, eligible bachelor or bachelorette, you know, you deserve that. You know, if they could have anyone they want and they pick you, you should never question that, not to ask yourself, like, why would you want me? You know, not to be in that kind of an energy. We got frequency. Yeah, so I feel like maybe you have been doing some healing around your self-worth issues, which has been aligning you to this person's it has been aligning you to this person in order for this connection to manifest, which it finally has. So if there's anything inside of you that still kind of doubts whether or not this, you know, you deserve this person. And I think I've been speaking in terms as if you haven't met this person yet, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Like, I feel like, though, like, you know, they are very, if they're not financially abundant, I feel like they are on the way there. Like, they're going to school for something that's going to lead them into financial abundance. They're entrepreneurs. I'm picking up an entrepreneurial spirit with this person as far as the Emperor goes. You know, if they're not owning their own business, they're running it as, like, the CEO. Like, they've got, you know, CEO boss vibes. Okay? And they want you on their arm. They really do. You're the, like, I'm here, I just heard you're the one. You're the one. And so to stop questioning whether or not you deserve that space next to them, you do. It's, you know, it has nothing to do, like, whatever is going on inside of you that's kind of causing you to question your self-worth, like, really look into that. Clear that away. So that you can fully enjoy, you know, your life and your experience with this person. Oh, whoa. All right. Hold on, you guys. All right. So we had a lot of cards pop out, but one was the one that needs to come out. So we got taking aim. And it talks about stepping into your power. Okay, well, she's holding a bow and arrow, which gives me Sagittarius energy, but this was linking me back to the Emperor, because what it says is, it says they stepped into their power and they're taking action towards you. They will not miss the mark this time. They want you. They want you. You know what I mean? And the Emperor is like Aries energy. Aries energy is very initiating. They know what they want. And once they make up their mind, that's it. It's theirs. You know, and when they make their mind up, they don't second guess, or this person is not second guessing their decision to be with you. They're not second guessing whether or not you're the one. That's not, you know what I mean? So if they haven't popped the question, or if they haven't asked you to take the next step in your relationship yet, know that once they do, they know. There's not going to be any wavering back and forth for them. Once they've actually made the decision and they took action on it, it's done from that point on. They don't second guess. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't do stuff like that. And so that's them letting you know, like, I want you. Like, they're, you know, stop wondering why. You know, and it just seems like there's something about this person for you. Like, you're like, oh, this is too good to be true. You know, like, why would somebody like this? And maybe it's because in the 3D realm, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they have a really good job, a really good house, a really nice car, lots of really nice things. And, you know, and you don't. You know, not to say that you're living in a cardboard box down by the river or anything like that. And, you know, but to me, what it feels like, you feel out of your element with this person. But that's not what this person, they see you for something completely different. They're not measuring your worth or your deservability on your material possessions. None of that matters, because that's what they have. What you have that they don't is this connection with this connection with self, this connection with spirit, this understanding, and this mutual agreement with the universe. It's like, you know what I mean? And I also feel like maybe you have kind of that Sagittarius vibe where they're fascinated by the way you think. They're fascinated by, you know, there's something very peaceful and very calming about you. It's, you know, they look at you and they're like, you know, in the 3D realm, you may not have everything that they have, but they're like, God, you're so peaceful and you're so serene, and maybe even more so than they are, you know. And that totally just, what's that word? Not puzzling, it, you know, captivates keeps coming up. Captivates them. Because, you know, with them not growing up, but maybe they did grow up kind of like, you know, with a silver spoon in their mouth, or even if they didn't, it's like they're surrounded by people who also have nice things, a lot of money and stuff like this. And no one seems as content or at peace with themselves as you do. And they see something in you that even other people with lots of things, nice things, ritzy things, or, you know, whatever, that they don't have. There's clearly something that you have, that you carry. It's this energy that fascinates them. That's what I was that word, you fascinate them. They want to know why, you know. Not envious, but it's like, you know, you cracked the code to something. You cracked the code to happiness. You figured out, you know, how to be happy despite what's going on outside of you, because they know a lot of people that seem to have everything that they want in the 3D realm when they're not happy. And this could be this person too. You know, they may have figured out that they met all the goals. They did all the achievements. They, you know, all of that. And they're still not fundamentally happy, and you are. And it's like, how did you do that? You fascinate them. It's like they want what you have. You know what I mean? They want that peace. They want that inner knowing. They want that inner guidance system. And it's like, you know, and and on the flip side, you're like, oh yeah, you know, that's cool. I love being at peace and all that stuff. But, you know, I also want to be able to go to Barbados anytime I want to. You know what I mean? I want to, you know, it's not necessarily that you really give two shits about spending $200 on an outfit, but you're like, you know, I'm kind of getting to that space where I think I would like to be able to do that if I wanted to. You know, I want to be able to drive, you know, a brand name car, whatever they call that, a luxury. I said a brand name. I want to be able to drive a luxury car, you know, one that's going to last me forever. Or if I wanted to, you know, trade it in every 2 or 3 years just because I can. You know what I mean? And so don't ever question your worth, whether you deserve this person, because you bring something to the table that they don't have, just like they bring something to the table that you don't have. Okay, so let's get one more message from Pile 3's new love or newer love. High Priestess. Yep. Yeah, see, these are the vibes. It says, what secrets wait to be uncovered? Who has the knowledge? Your message here is to look at all the possibilities, then listen to your higher self. The riddle for today is, how do you trust your own intuition? When you ask the right questions, you will find the answer buried in your own heart. What I'm hearing, you guys, is that this person, they've conquered the known world. They've conquered the 3D, right? What is eternally fascinating to them is the unknown. That's what fascinates them. And it actually scares them too. So this unknown is very much for them as it is for you. They love the way that you are able to conceptualize things that have no form, if that makes any sense. You're magic to them. How do you conceptualize magic? You can't. See, the thing is that you transcend all logic and all reason. Like, their mind cannot figure you out because you are beyond the mind. You're beyond the physical realm. You have mastered the realm of the of the unknown, and they love that about you. Just like they have mastered the realm of the known, you've mastered the realm of the unknown. And so it's now the two of you are wanting to play in the other's playground for a bit. You know what I mean? And merge playgrounds so that the two of you can kind of just go back and forth anytime you want, if that makes any sense. All right, Pile 3, those were your messages. I hope they resonated. Definitely let me know what you thought in the comments below. Click the like button for me if you would. That way my videos stay in the YouTube algorithm universe. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so, and I will check you guys later at the next reading. Okay, take care. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. If you guys chose the Amethyst Seer Stone, this is your reading, and what we are looking into today is the energy that's making up the connection with you and your new love. Okay, and just kind of channeling any messages or information that their higher self may want to tell you. Okay, so let's just get right into the reading. So first we've got heart coming out. So this person definitely has like feelings for you. There's love here. Their feelings. Yeah, like you're in their heart. Okay, they have feelings for you, but with this dry desert energy coming out, I feel like they have a hard time expressing it or showing it. And I'm also hearing like high and dry, leaving you high and dry. I'm kind of picking up on there may be kind of like a hot cold dynamic here, like a runner chaser type of thing. But let's get more into the reading to see what more information is wanting to come out. Let's look at the energy that is influencing and or supporting. What energy is main energy is making up or influencing or supporting this connection with the Pile 4 and their new love. What energy is mainly influencing and or supporting this connection with Pile 4's new love? Ooh, okay, we got courage. And the reason why I laugh is because this card came out for pile 3, okay? Same card came out for pile 3. So there's something about this connection that is pushing one or both of you outside of your comfort zone, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get more into the reading because the energy here, I'm kind of like, is it the same kind of aspect? Actually, what I'm picking up on, okay, with the dynamic of one, like if they're the runner and you're the chaser, like you're somebody that usually doesn't really have a problem with not so much speaking your mind, but because I have a feeling they don't have a hard time speaking their mind, but I do have a feeling they have a very difficult time expressing and communicating how they feel. Especially when it comes to like what they may think of as the mushier, the mushier emotions. They may have no problem expressing if they're upset or anything like that, which for the most part, I really think they kind of keep all of that to themselves for the most part. So it may be very challenging for you to be in a connection like this with somebody who seems closed off. Like I'm kind of picking up 4 Pentacle energy here. Somebody who's kind of like holding very tightly. Okay, so it's like for some reason they're holding on very tightly. Like they're keeping their heart very, very close to their chest. Like you're in there, but they're having a really difficult time giving it to you for some reason. And maybe that's what the courage energy is for. Like the energy here of courage is here to, it's supporting your connection in that, trying to help give your new love the courage to open up, you know, and feel vulnerable with you, and let the fullness of this connection really unfold. They may be afraid of real deep intimacy. Let's get some more information on this relationship dynamic for pile 4. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So one of you has a hard time with maintaining or sticking to boundaries. Letting your guard down as well. Then we got the Emperor in reverse. Your person, and this may be true for both of you, but I really do feel like they probably had some kind of a really toxic masculine, what do they call that? A masculine toxic figure in their life, in their childhood or something like that. That they had to build walls up around their heart in order for them to not feel like, because this person may have beat them down mentally, emotionally, possibly even, you know, physically, whatever. I should have said trigger warning. I say things as they, you know, as the information comes. So it's not that they don't want to give their heart to you. It's almost like they don't know how to, because it's been under, you know, it's been under protection for a very long time. They haven't quite learned yet that the wall, like it's almost like a fortress. They're in a fortress. They've got their heart guarded in a fortress, and it's like, you don't need a fortress anymore. You know, you can build boundaries, because boundaries keep the wrong person or the wrong people out, but it lets the right people in. They haven't figured out yet that, you know, they've shut themselves off from everybody and not just this person. But look, we have the Ace of Wands. They are very attracted to you. If you haven't consummated the relationship yet, it's going to be very fiery, very passionate. And it may be something where sex with them is the only way that you are able to feel connected to them, because that's the only time they feel safe to be vulnerable with their heart. You know what I mean? But I really do feel like they enjoy being around you, because I'm hearing you're the only connection that they feel they don't have to work hard at. Like, they can just be themselves with you. And the two of you are very, you know, can entertain each other very well. Like, they don't have to work very hard at, well, at this relationship at all. Not that you're not worth that, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, the two of you just naturally click. They don't have to work at the chemistry. They don't have to work at, you know, feeling like they have to entertain you. It's just like the two of you are mutually entertaining just because you are who you are. And that actually turns them on very, very much. Let's get a couple more cards. They want to open up to you. At this point, they're really just kind of going back and forth with their fears, their doubts, and their anxieties, because whoever this toxic masculine figure was in their life really did a number on their sense of self-worth. If they are the masculine to your feminine, they very much question their capabilities as, you know, a masculine or a man or whatever. Definitely question their ability to, you know, provide for a family. And if not in a way, not necessarily monetarily, but, you know, am I the person that I need to be in order to be a good husband or a good spouse or a good parent, or, you know what I mean? If they were to, you know, if they were to have kids, they think about this stuff. They think about, you know, if I were to get married, am I, you know, the kind of person that I need to be a good spouse? If I have kids, am I the kind of person that I need to be a good parent? Because whoever this figure is from their childhood or early, you know, childhood, youth, or early adulthood really caused them to question their self-worth, really. It's kind of sad. So they have built a humongous, it's not even a wall, it's a fucking fortress, is what I'm seeing. Normally I see things as a wall. This person has a fortress around their heart. Oh, look though. They see you as their divine counterpart. They see you. If they don't consciously think that, it's like they are picking up on that internally. They know you're the one. And they definitely know that you're worthy of opening up to. But you're not seeing very much of an emotional side to them because they've been closed off. Like, they're very closed off from their heart space. Very closed off. It's, you know, it's behind lock and key. And they want to give you the key. And actually, it's like you already have the key, but it's just like they're still like, not yet. Not yet. But I really do feel with this courage energy here, they are gathering up the courage to, you know, drop the walls. They just need to learn that, you know, you don't have to be completely vulnerable. In fact, you don't want to be completely vulnerable. You need boundaries to keep the wrong people in, but also let the keep the wrong people out, but let the right people in. Okay, let's get one more card. Or two. All right, yeah, see the Chariot in reverse, it's like they got the brakes on. They want to move forward, but they got the brakes on. And then we got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, they've experienced some very toxic energy in the past. So this person, okay, so besides maybe growing up with somebody who may have been authoritarian, like toxically authoritarian, possibly very abusive, definitely very emotionally abusive and mentally abusive, like railing on this person's sense of self-worth from a very early age, it feels like. That may have led them into a past relationship or relationships where they were with people who basically mimicked the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, because they experienced this in the past, they would gravitate towards being in relationships with people who were very much the same. You know, I'm picking up narcissistic energy, very selfish, very greedy, very backbiting, you know, what can I get out of it kind of energy. And with the Queen of Wands, this may be somebody who is, you know, into, you know, like they're attracted to feminine energy, but the feminine energy they were attracted to is very distorted. In fact, it was almost emasculating. Let's see, what can they expect? What outcomes can they expect? Pile 4. Oh, we have addiction coming up. Codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. Yeah. Definitely I'm picking up codependent vibes somewhere around here. Definitely picking up on the runner-chaser dynamic. This person may be codependent on like family or whoever this person is, the Emperor in reverse. Because when we're codependent, it doesn't necessarily mean that... codependency is basically us needing validation from someone else, and we can be codependent on love relationships. We can be codependent on work relationships, like what our boss thinks of us, and coworkers and clients and stuff, or we can be codependent on family and friends even. And so this person kind of has some kind of a codependent relationship, probably with a parental figure, be it a parent, a grandparent, maybe an aunt or uncle who may have raised them. We got lightning with sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. This person's been through it, you guys. And actually this person, the toxic masculine figure, may have been an addict, may have been an alcoholic. I'm picking up alcoholic here. For whoever it resonates. We got healing heart with healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. And when I heard addiction, I'm hearing freedom from this Emperor in reverse person. And, you know, this person may, like your new love may have battled some addiction issues as well. And of course, addiction can be, you can be addicted to anything, not just drugs and alcohol, okay? They may have been just addicted to a person. They could have been addicted to work, something. But I do feel like they do realize they need to heal and they want to heal. That's where this courage is coming from. It's because they know they don't want to repeat these cycles anymore. You know, they want to let go. They realize where the root of all of it started and they actually want to heal. And now they're trying to gather the courage to take the first steps, because they also realize that in order for them to heal, they have to actually do something. They have to actually, you know, open up their hearts and allow themselves to be vulnerable for the first time in a long time. Then here we got cassette with outdated thinking. Yeah, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And that's what it is too. Like, you might catch glimpses of this person's, you know, being in their feels for you, and then something will snap them right back into, you know, their dungeon, because they'll feel a familiar feeling, you know, like, ooh, I really, you know, like, this could be the person that I want to be with. And then they're like, oh, but, you know, the last time I felt that way, I got my heart crushed into a million zillion pieces. And then that causes them to retreat back again. But they're gathering the courage to work through that, because I feel like they know that deep down inside, you're good for them. They know that you're good for them. Let's get some messages directly from them to you. Whoa, no, don't do that. God, these cards are so they're so slippery. What's this one that does not want to come? Oh, come on. I always got that one card that will not let me pick it up to save my life. I have to play Jenga in order to get it out. All right, let's get 3 cards from this deck. What is pile 4's a new love? What messages do you have for them? Pile 4's new lover. What messages do you have for pile 4? We have coming apart. It says, meeting you was unexpected. You changed their whole world forever, feeling lost as they lose their old identity. And this is actually, okay, so it's a good thing that they are, you know, losing the old identity, because the old identity was, you know, them feeling like they weren't good enough. They didn't measure up. They're not a good provider. They don't have what it takes to be a good spouse or a good parent. You know, but you also have to understand that even when you are leaving something that is toxic, even your own identity, even if the identity that you're leaving is toxic, it's still moving into the unknown. It's still it can freak out the ego. It freaks the ego out. Because the ego doesn't know what's good and what's bad. All it knows is what is. And so when you are going in there and you are deprogramming and dismantling something that the ego is known to be what it is for, you know, its entire life, all of a sudden it just kind of goes into fight or flight mode. Okay, so I feel like they're working through the process of letting go of outdated thinking of ways that they think of themselves, but at the same time, it's like, you know, the corrupted ego is not letting it go without a fight. Okay, it's not. Let's get a couple more cards, please. Divinely guided. Says, you have met your divine flame. Just follow the signs to your soul and everything will occur in divine timing. Like I said, oh no, it wasn't this one. I do feel though, yeah, I did with the Lovers. So they know, if they don't know consciously, they know on a very deep, soulful, spiritual level that, like, you're that person. And then we got the on a pedestal. You're the queen of their heart, the queen of their fiercely guarded castle. It's only fear that makes them run. Yeah, I am picking up runner energy from them. Then we've got unexpected. The answers you seek are coming, but when the answers arrive, it might be too late or you have moved on. What I'm picking up, because there's a lot of like sudden, there's a lot of words here like sudden, shocking, surprise, unexpected. And I feel like this person may have a very fixed energy. So they may have dominant fixed energy in their chart, which would be like what? Aquarius, Taurus. Let's see, Aquarius, Taurus. Why did I just go blank? Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, and then there's the other one. I can't think of what the other one is. You got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Okay, so they probably have some of those dominant signs as aspects in their chart where they're very fixed energy, and so they don't do very well with things that just happen unexpectedly. And that may have been how this whole thing started. Like they didn't see you coming, like you just came out of left field. They weren't expecting to feel the way that they feel about you. They weren't expecting to, you know, want this kind of a commitment at this time in their life. They weren't ready. Like I think they may have been in the process of healing, trying to learn how to live life with their heart wide open, you know, and then here you come, meet them unexpectedly, and you're like, okay, you know, let's get all the tools. I got a crowbar. Let's get in there. Let's hammer it down. And like, wait, I'm not ready. You know what I mean? But it's like, they gave you, so it's like you were able to take ownership of their heart, even though it's still under lock and key in this humongous, you know, fortress. They're like, wait, not yet. All right, let's get one last card for pile 4. Let's get some guidance for pile 4. Oh, we got the Page of Pentacles popping out. All right, so they are going to come at you. I'm picking up very, what's that word? Like meek. they're kind of scared. They're like, you know, they're going to come towards you with some kind of a love offer, and it may be a gift. It may be in the form of a gift, okay? But they're almost going to be kind of sheepish about it. You know, kind of, oh, what do they call that? I don't know why. You guys, I'm really good with my vocabulary and talking and communicating, and words are just leaving my mind today. You know? But they are going to want to come towards you with a love offering that's going to be in the form of a gift. They're going to be very anxious about it, though. I don't feel like they're going to be anxious as far as like whether or not you're going to accept it. But I think what it is, pile 4, is that they have been, I want to say they've been punished in the past for showing their emotions. Anytime they have shown someone that they really cared about, they showed somebody, you know, they let themselves be vulnerable, I felt like they got punished in some way, whether it was a direct punishment or indirect punishment. And they're very sheepish and kind of not really standoffish, but hesitant. They're very hesitant. They want to give it to you, but they're kind of afraid. It's almost like a knee-jerk reaction. You know, it's kind of trauma-based, really, is what it feels like. But they are going to come towards you with a love gift, you know, with an offering, a love offering in the form of a gift. Now, whether or not this is going to be like an engagement ring, who knows? But I feel like the way that they're going to offer their heart to you is going to be through ways of, like, through gifts. That might be how they start, you know, through flowers or maybe trips to somewhere or something like that. Like, that's how they're going to start showing you, if they're not already showing you that you have their heart, is by giving you some kind of gifts or financial rewards. You know what I mean? Money. Like I said, I just heard car. Oh, wow. That'll be cool. If someone gives you a car, pile 4, please comment in the comments below that actually happened, because that's freaking amazing. All right. Anyway, you guys, those were your messages. If they resonated, do me a favor and smash the like button. Comment and let me know what you think. Share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. And I will see you guys for your next reading. Thanks, pile 4. Bye.